there, guys and dolls, and welcome to a brand new installment of FAQ, here with your good buddy, Uncle Ben. You guys submitted a ton of great guitar-heavy questions for me to answer this week, but before we get into that stuff, let's stop in at Uncle Ben's boombox, see what's been jamming. This month I've had one record on constant repeat, and it's Think Thoughts by the band Nowhere. Like a lot of us, I first became aware of Nowhere when I started seeing some of their Facebook videos floating around of them just playing in their apartment. I was really blown away by the technicality and the musicality of the band, as well as just how dang catchy and memorable the songs are. I guess the best way that I could describe the music is to say that it sounds like if Berkeley grads were in charge of pop music. Whenever you first listen to the band, it might strike you as just kind of being, upbeat, dancey, popish kind of stuff with really killer female vocals. But then you start listening deeper and deeper in the music, and you start noticing how weird a lot of the rhythmic patterns are and how bizarre some of the chord changes and stuff are. It's really just this incredible balance between pop sensibility and musical depth that I really haven't seen in any other band. Like I said, the record I've been hooked on is called Think Thoughts, and it came out in 2011. They've released a couple of other records since then that are just amazing, but I think Think Thoughts is kind of the perfect balance of everything that that band does. You can find the record over on Spotify, and I really recommend listening to the songs Things About You, which is what's been playing in the background here. But so many of the other tunes on the record are just mind-blowing. Check out the song What Did I Do to You too. That's got some really sick bass playing in it. Some of you guys might find it interesting that I dig this so much, considering that there's basically no guitar on any of it. But when my life is so surrounded 24/7 by playing and teaching and making videos and all that kind of thing, sometimes it's really nice for me to hear stuff that doesn't have guitar in it at all. Something that I can just listen to and enjoy and not think about, what position he's playing that F major chord in or whatever. So yeah, give Nowhere a listen and see if it gets good to you. The first question we'll cover today doesn't come from just one person. It comes from a bunch of you guys who have asked me specifically what you can do to reduce tension while playing. This is a really important topic no matter what skill level or what genre of music you play, because if you get used to playing tense and you do that for years and years and years, you can start developing muscle injuries that'll take you out of the game forever. It's no joke. I got that in my head really early on with my playing, so it's always been a focus of mine to try to play as relaxed as I can. There was a book that I read really early on in my guitar playing that helped me learn to start playing relaxed. It's a book called Zen Guitar. And it's kind of corny, it's kind of cheesy, at times, but it had some really great information in there about learning how to stay as relaxed as possible and isolating only the muscle groups that you need to perform the task. One of the things that I picked up from that book that really stuck with me is this kind of guitar meditation technique that they talked about in there. Now, whenever you're meditating, you're supposed to, start at your toes and work muscle group by muscle group, up to your ankles, up to your calves, up to your knees, relaxing muscle groups as you go, because you're carrying this tension with you all the time that you're not even aware of because you just get used to it. It's like how you don't feel the shirt on your back anymore. It's because you wear it all the time. Let me show you one of the examples I put up there in the book that really helped me out a lot with my own playing. Just go ahead and start picking your low E string with me here. Now, as you do that, what I want you to do is to start analyzing your own body, muscle group by muscle group, from your neck all the way down to your fingertips. Don't do big areas, work really small areas, square inch by square inch, all the way down. Trying to analyze if you're holding tension anywhere. So in other words, starting at the top of your neck, right? Are you tensing that thing up? Sometimes I can look over at my students and see this muscle just like bulging where they're just tense as all get out. Now, if you are, can you relax it and keep playing guitar? In other words, can you keep the pick in motion and just relax that muscle group? If you can keep playing after you relaxed it, then guess what? You're carrying tension you don't need. Go through the top of your shoulder, all the way into this area. Again, just analyzing muscle group by muscle group. Am I tense and do I need it? The big one for me was the back of my right elbow, which I understand is kind of a problem area for a lot of players. And I was noticing myself, I'd play guitar for an hour or so, and the back of my arm would just be sore as all hell, and I couldn't figure out why. Well, after I started doing that kind of meditation technique, I would get there to the back of my elbow and be like, whoa, I'm tensing up big time back here, And I just learned that I could relax that group of muscles and still keep playing guitar, you know? You're gonna hit areas where, yes, there is a little bit of tension. There's gonna be a little tension between your thumb and your finger holding onto the pick. That's necessary tension. If you let go of that, you drop the pick. You can't play guitar anymore, you know? For me, you know, I would say that some of my necessary tension comes in me simply holding my arm back like this. If I relax that top of my shoulder that is holding my arm in place, you know, yeah, my arm falls down and I can't play guitar anymore. That's necessary tension. That's just how it is. You're using your muscles, you know? So there's going to be little pockets of tension here and there, and sometimes they're necessary. But the key is eliminating the unnecessary tension. Finding those areas where you're clenching something up. It might be your bicep, it might be your elbow, it might even be these other fingers that you're not even using. I see a lot of players really snake those things back and they're super tense. And it's like, guess what? If you relaxed them, you could probably still keep playing the guitar. If you'll do that exercise where you just pound on the low E, and I mean seriously, you can even go from head to toe and analyze all those different muscle groups. Some guitar players tense up their abs. I used to curl my toes whenever I'd play something challenging. And all of that extra tension just sets you up to fail, because tense muscles make spazzy movements, whereas relaxed muscles make smoother, more precise movements. So eliminating any tension that you can is going to be a good idea. And going through and working those really small areas of muscles through your whole body is a great way to do it. Next question here comes from Scott Gaylor, who asks, what was the toughest part for you of the Andy Wood Live at the Bijou DVD? For those of you guys who don't know, Andy Wood Live at the Bijou is a live concert video and album that was recorded in April of last year at the historic Bijou Theater in Knoxville, Tennessee. I played rhythm guitar on the entire thing, playing electric and acoustic. And I'm super, super, super proud of how everything turned out. You can get it on iTunes, you can get it on Amazon, just pretty much anywhere that they stream video and music online, you can find it. So be sure to look that up and purchase it. Like I said, I was playing rhythm guitar through the night, and none of my parts were individually all that challenging, but I would just say the hardest part overall is getting everything right, knowing that we had literally one chance to do it. Unlike a lot of live concert films and stuff that you see that are, you know, chopped up and compiled from several different nights at the same venue and edited together into one magical performance, this was not like that at all. We literally had one night, one chance to do everything right. And leading up to that, we had, I think, 2 rehearsals, and that's it for the entire show. But thankfully, everybody on stage is just a supreme badass, so everybody did a fantastic job. One of my proudest musical moments that I think I've ever been a part of. Next question comes from A.T. Stark, who asks, what are some of your favorite Tim and Eric skits or characters? I love Steve Brule. Steve Brule is the best. I don't know how John C. Reilly came up with that character or how he keeps a straight face as he's doing all that stuff, but yeah, the Steve Brule stuff cracks me up. I'm constantly quoting that stuff all the time. My man Alec Gordy writes in and asks, what Hogwarts house are you in? Some of you guys that know me might know that I'm absolutely obsessed with anything Harry Potter related. I love all that stuff, the books, the movies, everything. Love Harry Potter stuff. So of course I've been officially sorted over on the Pottermore website, and I'm proud to proclaim myself House Ravenclaw. Parse21 writes in and asks, can I be the last question? Yeah. So there you go. You guys have been thoroughly fact over for another month. Be sure to leave me some comments below letting me know what questions you would like to see answered on the next installment of Fact You. It can be guitar stuff, it can be food stuff, movie stuff, whatever it is you want to know, ask it and I'll get to it. Thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel and follow me over on Instagram at Ben Eller Guitars. You guys can also like my Facebook fan page over on facebook.com/Uncle Ben Eller. Thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys out at the Winter NAMM show in about a week and a half. NAMM Friday, I'll be playing a show at Slide Bar. I'm playing bass for Andy Wood, and I'm also playing bass for the almighty Andy Timmons. I'm really, really, really excited about that. Gonna try my best not to fuck it up. Nick Johnston, who's amazing, is also performing, as well as Mark Lettieri from Snarky Puppy, one of my favorite players. It's gonna be a really great show, so be sure to buy some tickets for that before they all sell out. Again, that's at Slide Bar over there in Los Angeles, California, around the week of the NAMM show. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for another installment next month. Cheers.